Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabango. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And voila, you're part of the graceful, the beautiful, and the wonderful family. And you are welcome to another episode of Employment Wednesdays. Happy Employment Wednesday. I hope you guys are securing those jobs, and I know interview season is upon us. I'm praying for you guys. I'm wishing and hoping for the best for you guys, and I hope you guys are using videos on my YouTube and videos on other YouTubers on Twitter and all of that to assist you with preparing for your interviews, or just to assist you with finding a job, because oftenly we don't prepare enough, and then we always feel like, oh no, this is not meant for me. But if we teach ourselves to prepare more than enough, then chances are we increase our chances of getting jobs or getting hired or leaving an impression in an interview, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Today we're talking about things we take for granted when searching for a job. Main thing, and I would understand where this comes from. We react from a place of unemployment rate is very high in South Africa, particularly with the youth, right? We have probably one of the highest unemployment rates in the world. So we always react from a space of all I need is a job, all I need is experience. But we forget to look at important factors, right? And these are some of the factors I'm going to discuss today. And you guys are actually also welcome to educate us on the comment section and let us know what are other things that people take for granted when looking for a job, right? So number one, we take for granted the benefits, right? Let me make for an example. If you're a candidate attorney and then you get paid 40,000 rand at a specific law firm, maybe law firm A, at a big law firm you get paid 40k, and then you work for a medium firm that pays you maybe 25k. And I know, guys, these are real figures though, because also there's a huge difference in the legal fraternity between people that work for small firms, medium firms, and big firms. Like there's a gap, there's a huge gap within our CA salaries, right? So there you are, you've got a salary of 25k in a medium firm, and then you've got a salary of 40k in a big firm, right? And then they say, okay, there's your 40k, but we don't provide any benefits. From that 40k, you need to pay your medical aid, you need to pay for your transport, we don't subsidize your home, you know, you need to pay for this or that, you need to pay for a pension fund. Then you find that out of all of those out-of-pocket expenses, you find that from that 40k, maybe you're left with 29. Yeah, maybe you've taken 11,000 paying for your medical aid, paying for this, paying for that, right? You're left with 29. Then you find that you're at a small firm or medium firm, they pay you 25k, and they say, okay, we're giving you 25k, but we're going to pay for your medical aid. We're going to subsidize your home. We've got home subsidy. Then we're also going to give you transport subsidy. We also have incentives for best employee or person who meets their target. We also have commission. We are always quick to say, I want 40,000 rand, let's go for it, I'm going for that company. But you forget to look at, okay, you're paying me 25, what are the benefits? Am I supposed to pay out of my pocket for those benefits, or do you provide me with those benefits, or do you pay for them on my behalf? Or you're giving me 40k. From that 40k, is it really a good number or a good figure or a good salary, or is it just a disguise that, okay, 40k is a big number, yet you still have to pay for transport, you still have to pay for this, you still have to pay for that? So it's very, very important, guys, when you're given offers, don't just jump on the figure like, oh. Or even when you negotiate your salary, when you say, okay, fine, I want to get paid 30k. You want to get paid 30k gross or net, or you want to get paid 30k after what exactly, right? So it's always important that you look at your salary also from a perspective of the benefits and all of that. Don't be quick to just jump on an offer. Compare those offers. Look at what you get, and look at what you still need to pay for, and be realistic about these things. Because I know we're always swayed by, oh no, Yvonne gets paid 50k. Yvonne got 50k, will have to pay for medical aid, she'll have to pay for this, she'll have to pay for that. She ends up with that 30k that you have from a medium firm, whatever the case may be. Technically, you end up getting paid the same. It's just that maybe on the other side, you feel like 30k is little because they've paid for your benefits and all of that, but you take home 30k. That other person they take home maybe 50K, but they still need to pay for their medical aid, they still need to pay for this, they still need to pay for their pension, they still need to pay for that. So it's always important to compare your offers, and not just from face value, but go in depth with them, right? And then another thing that you need to look at, right? You need to look at your job flexibility, right? We are now moving in a hybrid structure, right? So it's always important to figure out what type of person are you? Are you trying to work from home? Are you trying to work at the office? Or are you trying to work with companies that use a hybrid structure, which means both from home and the office? And here's the thing, there are companies that are completely functioning from home. Then you know that you maximize your applications at those companies because that's what you want to do. Or you know that, okay, I want to do both. Then you maximize your applications at a company that offers a hybrid structure. If you want to work at the office Monday to Friday, then you maximize applying there. Don't just be like, oh no, I'm applying, I'm just applying. I want anything and everything. Because if you want anything and everything, or if you function from a place of desperation, sometimes you end up settling for things, for jobs that are supposed to be solving your problems, jobs that are supposed to be paying your bills, but they actually give you more expense in terms of your energy goes in there, more expense in terms of all you do is pay bills. Then you end up even borrowing more money to go to that job because now you don't have transport money. So it's always important to look at all of those things to say, okay, fine, is my job flexible enough? Is this where I want to be, right? And then also from a point of flexibility, look at things like, am I able to do other things outside the office? Am I able to be a superstar? Am I able to vlog? Am I able to do my hobbies? Am I able to rest? Am I able? Just look at all of those things. And I know that a lot of the people think that Tinale Kingele, I'm at 2K. By the way, I'm 2K, I'm almost, right? But a lot of people think we're so entitled, we have so much rights and this and that. But it comes from a place of, it's important to know what works for you. And it's important to put your well-being first. Because back then, people would just be like, no, I just want to work hard. I just want to prove certain things to my bosses and all of that. But now we function from a place of, okay, I want to work hard, pay me enough. I want to work hard. I still want to play hard. I still want to have fun. I still want to have a life outside work, which is something that is a little bit foreign because a lot of the people have spent so much time in their work, trying to work so hard, trying to make more money and all of that. But we are coming with a different narrative to say, actually, I don't have to be at work 24/7 to prove that I'm a good enough employee. I could be at work 7 hours, build those 7 hours and do the most and still be able to go back home, prepare dinner for my family, or still be able to go for a movie night or a date night with my partner, whatever the case may be. But I think it's always important to choose companies, especially if you have the liberty to do so. Choose companies or jobs that allow you to have a life outside your job. Don't let your job be your identity, because what will happen is if you lose that job, you lose yourself because you don't have a self outside that job. So it's always important creating self outside your job. Be a person that, okay, sharp, I'm an influencer, but I'm still a lawyer as well. I'm part of the noble profession. I'm a YouTuber, but I still get to go to the office 9 to 5. And then maybe when you reach a point whereby, your side hustles make more than enough for you, then you can exit your 9 to 5. We have seen people that actually leave 9 to 5 or leave corporate because they find that their side hustles or their side jobs, side businesses are actually doing much more better for them, and they give them liberty to do other things. Because that's another thing, we were created for a greater purpose than just to work. So your life can't be centered around work, guys. It's very important that you have a life outside your office work, right? And then another thing that we always take for granted is growth in a company. Half the time we focus on, all I want to do is get experience. Yeah, it's good because you want to earn a living, you just want to get experience and all of that, right? It is important to get all of that. But also another thing you need to look at, am I just going into that company for a period of 2 years or 1 year, so that even when you're in there, you're looking for another job? Or does that company afford me the possibility or the opportunity to grow and become better? Let's say, for instance, right, we know there's a number of law firms that are known for not retaining Like, you know that all you're doing there is doing your articles and life goes on, right? And then when you go into such a law firm, you go in with the mindset of, okay, in the 2 years, I'm still searching for other job opportunities, right? Then you know there are other law firms that are known for like 100% retention. For you not to be retained, there must be something that you're doing extremely wrong, right? So then if you work for that type of company, then you know, okay, sharp, I've done my 2 years of articles. I'm going to grow from being a candidate attorney to being an associate. 2 years from then, I'm going to be a senior associate. 3 years from then, I'm going to make director or make partner and all of that. It's important to look at your growth. How far can this company grow you as a person, right? And also, when we look at jobs, look at your career altogether. What does this job do for you? Where is it going to take you? And all of these things, right? And then another thing that we have to look at, guys, look at the area, right? And I say this with utmost respect. I haven't been unemployed in my life, right? But I have been in a season whereby I'm not doing the job that I would like to be doing, right? Or I'm not doing a job that I studied for, right? And I think one thing that I'd always bear in mind the area, right? Even when I apply for law firms and stuff like that, I'd look at, okay, sharp, I'm applying at Pretoria. Where do I stay? I stay in the CBD in Joburg and all of that. How easy is it for me to get transport? Also, how much is the transport? How much am I getting paid? Because it would be very illogical. Let's say, for instance, you stay in Vosloorus, right? And then you get a job in Pretoria, and then that job pays you 7,000 rand, and you find that you still stay at home, but also you need to contribute, you still need to look good, you still need to do your hair and do this and do that, right? And then they offer you 7K and you stay so far. It doesn't make any logical sense for you to be just be like, okay, let me take the job, to jump on the offer. Because you look at, okay, fine, they will pay you 7K, around about 4,000 rand goes to transport. Technically, half your salary is gone. And then you still need to eat when you go to work. You still need to look presentable. Then you end up working for that job, basically, because at the end of the day, if you have a job, the job must do something for you, and you also must be doing the job as well, right? Doing the work that you're supposed to do. It shouldn't be a thing of you getting paid, but you don't know what you're doing with the money, or you end up not having money at all, or you have this job that you're doing and all of that, but you end up borrowing so much money from people around because you're trying to sustain or keep this job, right? I saw a TikTok, was it a TikTok or a tweet, where somebody was like, yo, you know, some people will be complaining that they're unemployed, but really some people are employed, but they are going through the most. They're going through a waste time compared to people that are actually at home without jobs, because you find out that you wake up so early, say around 4 a.m. to prepare for work. You come back home so late because maybe your offices are very far, and then you work so hard you can't even reward yourself because you work so far. So it's always important to look at the area. What are your prospects of growth? What is there? Like for instance, I know there are good law firms in Pretoria that pay well as well, right? But they're not as much as good law firms in Sandton. In Sandton, there's a lot of good law firms that pay well, and your chances of getting another job from one law firm to another becomes very much easier, because all of these law firms are accessible within the area, and they actually pay like market related in Sandton, because I mean Sandton is the place to be, you know. So it's always important to look at the area where you are finding a job. How much is it going to cost you? How much is transport and all of those things? Because if you don't, you may take an offer only for that offer to be more of a burden than a blessing. So it's always important also to pray for wisdom and the spirit of discernment if you're searching for a job or searching for an opportunity, to figure out, actually, I want this opportunity and it looks good at first value, but have you thought about it? You know, people always say, okay, my boyfriend likes saying, I'm such an overthinker, I shouldn't think too much, right? And I think that's one of my most toxic traits. I'm such an overthinker. Things could be going so well and I would overthink. But I think that trait helps me out when there's opportunities before me, because I overthink the opportunities. I'll sit them like, okay, you're giving me 10K, you want me to do this for you. But in the long run, how does it enhance my brand? How does it enhance my growth? How does it enhance me as a person? How does it help you? How does it grow you as a person or as a brand as well? So it's always important to look at all of those factors. Look at your area. where you're applying for this job. Look at the flexibility. Are you able to work from home? Do you want to work from home? Are you able to do other things? And then you look at the benefits. What benefits are you getting in that particular company? Also, is there growth for you? Are you just going to start off in 2016 as a candidate attorney and end off in 2023 still as a candidate attorney? Or is there prospects of you moving from one level of growth to another? Are there developments? There's this company focused on actually giving youth leadership opportunities, because some people are born leaders and they ick if they're not in leadership positions. So if you have that type of person, when you go into a company, are you going to be a leader at some point? Are you going to be given a management position or supervisory position or whatever the case may be? But are you able to grow? So it's always important to look at all of those factors: the area you're applying at, job flexibility, the benefits that you're getting, and your prospects of growth. Guys, look at those things. Do not allow desperation to be your only point of reason. Don't be like, oh no, I want a job, I want anything. Look at the fact that, okay, I want a job, but what is this job going to do for me? Because if you're going to get a job and it's going to frustrate you, it's going to require you to be borrowing money, it's going to put you in debt, it's going to make you unhappy, then you might as well be unemployed and keep searching and until you find the right company, as opposed to just settling so that you get a job, or in the name of, oh no, she works. So yeah, guys, choose yourself in all that you do. And yeah, tell me, what are some of the things that you think people take for granted? Tell me in the comment section, and then yeah, let's educate one another. I am praying for you. I am rooting for you. To everyone that has an interview this week, next week, throughout the year, I pray that God gives you the ability to be able to prepare more than enough and to get there and do the most. Because it's also crazy how our whole career or our future can depend on 10 minutes conversation. I've had interviews that last for 10 minutes. Literally, you have 10 minutes to sell your brand, and it can either go south, it can either go the right way. Like, it becomes a turning moment of your life. So prepare more than enough, to an extent that even if you're given 3 minutes or even 1 minute to sell yourself, you're able to do it, and do it at your level best, and be able to convince a person to hire you and be able to keep that very job as well, right? So I'm praying for you guys. I'm rooting for you guys, and God bless you. I'm sending you love and light, and I pray that everything works in your favor and it works accordingly. And do not forget to be loved. Do not forget to be light. Do not forget to pray for one another, and do not forget to share those job posts, and do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And from me to you, it's all love and light. God bless you. Mwah!